Okay. Okay, well, we'll officially start cocktail class right now. So it's 5 o'clock. Welcome to cocktail class. I'm Molly. I am your resident bartender here at TikTok. I've been a bartender about 10 years, and I do live virtual cocktail class every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So you can always join in on live, watch. I usually announce the ingredients of cocktail class a few days beforehand. Today I did not because I didn't even know if I was going to do it this week, but I'm doing it this week. So we're actually going to do a whiskey smash cocktail. And we have a special guest here today, Joelle. This is one of my best friends. I've known her since high school, and I'm 35. So I met her in 2001.
We were just discussing the age, unfortunately. Okay, go ahead with it.
We met in 2001, and now it's 2022, so we've been friends for 20 years. Right, and so now we're going to do cocktail class together. All right, so today we're doing a classic cocktail called a whiskey smash. So typically what you do is you muddle lemon and mint with whiskey, simple syrup, and then you garnish it. You muddle it, strain it out, and do it like that. But I have, if you guys follow me, if you know me, I have my own bartending business. And so I have a client that's very particular with his cocktails for Saturday, and he sent me some cocktails from a local restaurant. And so I went the other day just to make sure I had the recipe down, and there was a couple of things that they do. They actually add peach to theirs. They like make a peach tincture. And so I kind of wanted to fudge around with the recipe a little bit and make sure that I have it on point. So if you kind of want to follow along, you'll need whiskey for today. I'm going to use this Glyph molecular whiskey. So this is the whiskey that's created in a lab. All right, so this is the fun one if you haven't seen any of my other videos. You'll need some fresh lemon juice. I'm actually also going to use my Paracone Farm fresh lemon juice because this is the nice lemon juice I used to use when we worked in a restaurant, and it's high quality, and this is what I'll be bringing to the event on Saturday. Yeah, it's good. So, but you can use a fresh lemon, and then you'll just squeeze it, obviously. You can get some fresh mint. We're going to use a little peach. And then I actually made a homemade brown sugar peach simple syrup. Regular sugar works, brown sugar works, simple syrup works, whatever you have at home will work. And like I said before, for the tools, you don't have to have all these fancy things to make nice cocktails. Like I've said before, you can use a jar with a lid, you can use a bottle with a lid, whatever you got that you can pour alcohol into and shake works fine. This will work fine for any cocktail. As long as you can strain stuff out, you're good. Okay. So that's kind of the background of the whole cocktail class today. And then we'll be making the drink. So, Joelle.
Yes.
Tell me about your restaurant experience bartending.
Oh, wow, this is on the spot. I actually worked at this funny restaurant called the Gaslamp Strip Club. So, not a strip club, but actually it was like a grill your own steakhouse, but we specialize in martinis, and we always had some fun cocktails, generally basic, but anyway, so my experience in the bartending has been fun. I
put her on the spot with that.
I'm totally on the spot, but I mean, as long as you have good company, I feel like it's good.
Definitely.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I'm just teasing her. Okay, so we're going to start by making the cocktail. So what we're going to do today, normally you would muddle this, so that's what we're going to do if you have a lemon and if you have mint and everything. We're going to do that. But I'm going to be an asshole and just use my lemon juice instead of muddling the fresh lemon, but you can absolutely muddle the fresh lemon. But we are going to cut it up as a garnish, okay? So when we want for the cocktail garnish is we want some lemon wheels. Okay, so I'm going to have Joelle cut the lemon wheels. I don't know if you can see it that well, but I'll have her hold it up. So basically what we're going to do is start by cutting the sides off. Well, I like to cut the sides off. Yep, there you go.
Always cocktail class.
So we cut both of the little wonky edges off. I usually just do that because most lemon wedges have weird sides, and it's easier to just cut them off. Okay, so once we've cut off the edges, we're going to cut the slit in the side of it so we can put it on top of the glass. Halfway. Nope, the other way. This way. So once you cut the edges off, you want to go up and down here so that we have our little ridge to put it on the side of the glass, okay? So we got our little cut there, and then we're just going to go long ways, so we have lime wheels. Okay, so just going to cut the lime wheels. Oh, this lemon smells so good. That's okay. This lemon's kind of bad.
Oh, you saw the inside already.
This is why you don't always rely on fresh lemons, because the lemon's kind of bad.
Yeah, this side would be good. That's a good one.
There we go. It's looking better already.
Better.
Yeah, we kind of only need 2 anyways for our drinks.
There you go.
I like to get my garnish ready for the most part earlier, and then we can keep them ready for later. Because sometimes you mess up the garnish, you don't have it ready. So we'll set these to the side. And then, honestly, these lemon pieces are shitty, so I'm going to get rid of these. By the way, at one point, did you say there was 50 people watching?
Yeah. Not bad. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's fun. But now we dropped down a little bit. But so we'll go to the comments really quick. What's up, Molly and Joel? Hey, what's up? I don't know if you're still here. That's my friend Gourmet Grandpa.
Gourmet.
He has this fun
I
class
love
too.
that name.
Yeah. So anyways, if you like watching this, double tap the screen so more people want to watch, but either way. So today, like I said, we'll go back over it really quick. We're making a whiskey smash. I'm using my Glyph molecular whiskey. So this is actually a different whiskey that's made in a lab. It's lab created whiskey. It's made in a couple of days, so it's not aged. It's technically labeled as a spirit whiskey, and the flavor profile is modeled after Japanese whiskey. So it actually has a lot of sherry notes to me, so it has almost that kind of bitterness, almost balsamic. It does have some sweetness, caramel, and vanilla notes too, but it's pretty decent whiskey, and honestly I think it's a good whiskey to mix for cocktails, so that's what we're going to play with today, to try and experiment for this drink that we need to make for my client for the whiskey smash. So I've already pre-made a brown sugar simple syrup. Technically it's called a demerara syrup, which means any kind of simple syrup is going to be 1-to-1 parts, so half sugar, half water. So I use brown sugar, and then technically that's called a demerara syrup. If you hear the words rich syrup, that just means 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, so you're going to have a sweeter syrup. That's all it is, a rich syrup. But this is a demerara syrup, which uses brown sugar, and then I bought some peaches and I cooked it all together, so it should be kind of a peach brown sugar simple syrup. So kind of can't smell it that well, but should smell like peaches.
Definitely tasted one of the peaches that was in there, and it was beyond. It tastes like jam.
So we're gonna make the cocktail, see how peachy it is, and if it's not peachy enough, we're gonna add a little bit more. But so the recipe for the cocktail, we're gonna shake this. So we'll get some ice for our shaker tin, because we're not gonna muddle. Typically you would muddle in a smash, lemon and mint. Even at the restaurant, I know they don't muddle, and they told me they didn't muddle, so I knew they didn't, but they use fresh lemon juice. So let me grab some ice. Okay. And we're gonna make 2 cocktails today. And now if you've watched before, I mean, it's not a big deal. You can make it in the bigger shaker tin. But when you're making cocktails and you have your Boston shaker, you always want to make your cocktail in this smaller container. It's not like the end of the world if you make it in the bigger one, but if you fill this up too high, it's not going to fit into the smaller one. You want to fill up the small one so you know it's going to fit into the bigger one, if that makes sense. So we're going to start with this cocktail. And so then we're going to add 2 ounces of whiskey for each of the drinks. I didn't grab my jigger. It's just entertainment.
Entertaining, you guys. Hopefully I can keep the attention here. So we're making a whiskey smash, and we're just waiting on our little measuring jigger. But I'm excited for this cocktail. I love the mint is actually literally fresh from her garden, so there's a delightful smell to that mint. Da-da-da-da!
Right.
Jigger!
Jigger! All right, you hold it. I'm going to have you do it. Okay, so she's going to make the cocktail. So we're going to do 2 ounces of whiskey for both drinks. So in total, we're going to put 4 ounces of whiskey in our shaker tin.
And this one's a 2?
Mm-hmm. That's 2 ounces. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hello. I'm glad you're here. Did you fill it up all the way?
Yes.
That little space in there.
Just a eyeball of
measure.
the rest.
Okay. Alrighty, so we got the 2 ounces of whiskey. Now we're going to use our fresh lemon juice. So this is good fresh lemon juice. I used to use this brand, Paracone Farms, in the restaurants I worked at. And I worked at high-end restaurants where our cocktails were $17 and $18 a piece. So now, because I have my own business, I can go to Restaurant Supply, because you do need like a business license to go there. And so now I can buy the Paracone Farm stuff there. And this lemon juice is fire. Same with the lime juice, the grapefruit, the orange, it's all fire. So I get this. It's a really nice substitute. If you don't have access to this, don't buy crappy lemon juice, just squeeze your own, but this one will work. So we'll just do 2 ounces of lemon juice for the whole cocktail. So 1 ounce each for each drink. So a full 2 ounces.
Oh, a little messy.
So then we'll add maybe 3 almost like maybe an ounce. Sorry, we'll do an ounce and 3/4 of the simple. So like, you can do that one, but just use this 2-ounce one and just fill it like up to maybe there or so.
Cool.
You can fill it up all the way, but it's always easier to add sugar instead of take it away. If you get too sweet of a drink, you're not going to want that. Okay, and then the recipe, I think they also had bitters in there, so I'm just going to do a couple of shakes of bitters. I just got a brand new Angostura bitters. I finally ran out of mine. Okay, it's funny because on the cocktail menu at this restaurant, it said like muddled fruit, spiced bitters, peach tincture. And in my head, I'm like, spiced bitters? Like, all bitters are just spiced. Like, that's what bitters are made of. They just have spices. Angostura, the recipe, I think it has over 300 different spices in it. And only, like, one person knows the actual recipe. So, when I asked them at the bar, though, I'm like, spiced bitters? Like, all bitters are spiced. And he goes, it's Ango. And I'm like, I knew it was Ango. Like, there's no way. Okay, anyway, that's it. So, now we're going to shake the cocktail. We have 2 cocktails in one. A 2-for-1 special, if you will. So now we're going to shake it. So, pop it on.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Shaky, shaky.
Turn it around. You always want to, yeah, once you pop it on,
Small
you
on
small
top.
on top. Yep. Joelle shakes it up.
Today. You like it? Oh, I see. This is like a shake weight.
It is like a shake weight.
And then pop this or
Yes.
flip it.
No, you can pop it. Okay. Oh, I forgot my other thing. That's okay. So I forgot my other strainer. So we're just going to do, it's called a dirty dump. We're just going to dump it in here. And we're going to give it a taste. And we're going to see how this cocktail is. If we need more peach. Because I know they actually add peach alcohol. So they don't make their own peach tincture. They actually buy a Giffard's peach liqueur. Which is... Where's my Giffard's? It's not here. Oh, here. So it's this brand, but it's actually the peach flavor. This is pamplemousse, but it's actually really nice, kind of an alcohol liqueur accompaniment, accoutrement to cocktails. But I really like this brand. They have all good stuff. If you see the creme de violet, creme de cassis for a French martini, that's all really nice.
Or
so
if you're lazy in your pronunciations, Giffords instead of
That's fine
Giffords.
too. Pronounce it a lot.
I'm just kidding. I just was like, how do you spell that? And you were like, it's like Giffords.
I'm just a snob. I like to pronounce things the right way. Okay, so we'll do a little mint.
You always gotta slap it.
Slap the mint to wake it up.
Slippy, slappy.
That's what she said. Stupid. We'll give our little garnishes that we put. Pop it on there. It's as big as the cup.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right, let's try it and see how it is. It's not as peachy as I wanted, but it's good. Now we're gonna add, I don't have the Giffard's peach, so I'm gonna actually add a little peach schnapps and see how it does. Give it a little stir. Flip and smash, yeah, right? Flip and smash, shake and strain, dirty dump, it's all the same thing.
It's all the same.
Okay, let's give it another try with a little peach schnapps. Better, but too peachy now.
Schnappy.
Too peachy now. Dang it.
Still nice and refreshing though.
I'm trying to figure
It's only
out
a little tart. Only a little tart.
Right, it shouldn't be too pungent.
No.
I mean, it's a nice cocktail. I still think it has too much mix in it. I need the whiskey to come through more.
It was me not filling up the full 2 ounce.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, or maybe it was the glyph that's like, eh. Okay, I know. Let's give it a little bit more whiskey. Maybe my pouring was off. I was thinking about the
This
wrong
isn't
recipe.
going to be a real whiskey smash, if
Right.
you know what I mean.
We're actually gonna get whiskey smashed.
It could happen.
Right, I know, right? This lemon is dry. So this lemon was from my friend's tree. It was big, so it's as big as the glass. But hey, man, go big or go home, right? Oh, okay. Can I give you more of a
Too much fun.
punch?
A whiskey punch.
Are you thirsty? Because I owe you a punch.
Ooh. Hurts, don't it?
Yeah. I need to figure it out.
Can't win them all.
It's off still. It's off still. I need to figure this out.
I'm squeezing some of this lemon in here and see how we do.
Please do. Dang it. I need to get this recipe right for tomorrow. And this client's been asking me for a grocery list today, and I still haven't sent it like a dickhead. You know, I was going to post a video about it earlier, and I forgot I left it in my draft, so... And I'm telling her for the first time, too. Oh, no, I told you already. So I had this client call me today. If you just tuned in, I have my own bartending business, so I talk to clients about their events and their parties and everything. So I had this client call me today, and actually for the event, Joelle was going to work it, or is going to work it, hopefully.
When I work magic like that. Good, right?
Yeah, good.
Good. I just squeezed the lemon from the garnish since it was so giant.
Fresh.
And
I know, right? Maybe we should have done a twist instead of the peeled up. That might have freshened it up. Well, for Saturday.
Or for Saturday.
Yeah. No, next Saturday. You still have a whole other week. It's the 18th, remember?
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about this one.
No. So the client was talking to me. He called me on the phone or whatever. And so he's like, so I just want to ask, you know, is the bartender going to be like, okay coming in my house? And I was like, what? Is the bartender going to be okay coming in your house? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, I make myself at home when I go to people's houses. I don't have time to be like being nice or whatever. Like, I got to get my shit done and ready for the party. I'm not sure what you mean. No, I mean, like, are they going to be like okay in my house? And I'm like, are you asking if the bartender's going to be ghetto? Because no, I'm not going to send somebody ghetto to your house. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, last time I hired a bartender, like, you know, we were drinking this expensive bottle of tequila and then it disappeared. So I think he stole the bottle. And I think he stole a couple other bottles, but... And in my head, too, I'm like, okay, well, maybe he did steal the bottle, but, you know, you were also drinking and drunk, so how do you know he just didn't clean up and throw it away because you guys drank it all? But that's beside the point. Maybe he did steal the bottle. I mean, whatever. But just because somebody else stole a bottle from you, you're calling me, asking me if my people are going to be stealing from you in ghetto? Like, come on. Weird. 2. And then I was like, no, the person I'm sending you is not ghetto. And 2, he asked me, okay, well, I mean, is this person, like, attractive? Like, how attractive are they? Like, are they, what? And it was weird. And I was like, I'm sorry? And he's like, well, there's going to be a lot of, like, husbands and wives. So I just don't want the wives getting jealous or, like, the husbands, like, looking. And I was like, the girl that I'm sending you, because he said he preferred a female anyways, but I'm like, the girl that I'm sending you is an attractive female. But honestly... If the wives, I said the wives' insecurities and the husband's gawking, it's not my problem. Like, why are you asking me that? Like, you're basically saying nobody can be held accountable for their own actions, keeping their eyes to themselves. And I said, my bartender will come dressed professionally. She's not going to be fucking fat that ass and a serve. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Nipples out. Jesus Christ. Calm down. It was silly. That was an interesting conversation I had. And then he's all asking me these questions, and it was just weird. I was like, are you about to tell me it's like a fucking orgy or something that the party is? It was weird. But no, and then he's telling me it's like a graduation party for a bunch of like 14-year-olds, but it's going to be mostly adults. And I was like, so you're obsessing about a party for like 40, 50 people tops? Like, you're being silly. That was silly. So anyway, that was an interesting conversation I had earlier. Interesting is an operative word. Probably wants to figure it out by remaking it in a minute with a different peach thing.
You can do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
It should be nicer.
Alright. I might try and remake this drink, but anyway. How's everybody else doing? Oh, we have people heading out. There's only one person watching now.
Love the large garnish.
Yeah. So we have another comment, yeah. Nothing can brighten a daily little face of enchanting eyes. Thanks. Thanks! Sometimes I stay on longer, but honestly, is your friend's coming? We don't have to, but...
Do you want to try one more time?
Yeah, we can try it again. I might try making it, though. Because I
We
remember...
won't try this again.
Hold on, we're going to try making it again.
We keeping the slapped mint, though?
Yeah. I want to measure something out, because the guy at the bar told me it was 2-to-1 parts.
Try it, yeah.
So I'm gonna do a quick
Full
experiment. But I'm gonna make a little 2. I'm gonna make an experiment, but and you can talk to them, pretend like you're talking to your friend or Katie or something.
Well, I kind of used all my great material with the, you know.
Your great material?
The mint from the garden
Oh.
and stuff. No,
Pretend like we're on a
every time he
podcast or
says this was
something.
made in a lab, I want to go with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off.
I have an app. This is the millennium aftermath.
Exactly.
There's going to be nothing after that. So one more clap, and you have it back. Okay. All right, so we're going to try making this whiskey smash again. Potentially. I'm going to see how it goes. So we're going to do 2 cocktails in one. I'm going to use my Jigga. That's my motherfucking name.
Since we're already on that train.
I know. I might as well do it again because I did it already.
Oh, we just did Dre.
But I'm not going to use that one because
Not this?
I made this mixture in here. I'm going to try using this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Because the guy said 2 parts whiskey to 1 part of the mixture that they make. I'm going to see if this is more of a proper setting for the cocktail.
For the what?
Cocktail.
Same.
Cocktail. Okay. Okay, once again, I'm getting glasses.
Yeah, I can grab them.
Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2.
What
I mean, I'm really good at singing rather than, it's been a while since I've been drink making. I don't think you want me to sing. But no, and these cards, I can see the potential of this. I see why he liked this one. He chose this. It's fun. It's a nice summer one if you like whiskey, so there's that. Don't leave me, people.
Okay, we got new glasses.
And there's the next one with the teapot.
Well, I have some back here, but yes. There we go. It looks like when you shake it like this. Yeah. I always call it the jerk off shake. Yeah.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Make a little love.
Yeah. Add an event.
I had to do it for a second.
Right. Okay. All right, let's try it out. See if this works out better.
So, can you say the, or are you going to say the differences after?
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll taste test the differences and see how they work. Get the rest out. 1 second. That's in a circle.
These look like tiki
Throw
glasses.
that ass in a circle. They kind of are. Right? Now that song's talking about throw that ass in a circle.
Shit.
That
I'm not
guy.
normally dancing like this. I'm doing this to entertain you people.
Guy asking if whoever I bring in the house is going to be ghetto. Fuck off. I don't know. The way he said it was like rude as fuck. Like, no, sir, I'm not ghetto. Fuck you. And even if I was, you're trying to find bartenders on Craigslist. Come on, get out of town. Let's just do a little mini
Nice.
lemon. I'm gonna do a lemon little squeegee, if you will, around the outside. All right,
that's
let's try this again. See if this is any better or what the difference is.
Definitely whiskey forward. Rounded out. Honestly, it is rounded out. It's balanced.
Too much peach though. That peach schnapps is off. I think that's what it is. The right peach mixture would be better.
You don't think like a dash more?
I don't.
Mm.
I think this peach schnapps. I think the peach
It's
schnapps
potent,
is
like,
what
Very
is giving it the wrong peach flavor that we want.
Yeah.
I want it to be more of a actually fresh, springy peach, not like a peach schnapps. But I think this is more balanced. If you want it a little sweeter, though.
Mm. No,
I
this
see what
is
you
nice.
mean. I might have put too much bitters.
No, this is nice. It's a nice summer whiskey cocktail, I feel.
Right.
I do feel like
Right.
that. There's a lure. It's good.
Right. All right.
I don't think it's too much on the bitters.
You're right. Maybe it just need a little bit more. Maybe that wasn't sweet enough. Maybe I needed to make that a little sweeter, my syrup. Better? So, fine? Same?
Kind of same, actually. I'm surprised. I thought I put a good amount in
I need to get that other peach, the Jaffard's peach, and try it, honestly.
So, is that the Jaffard's? It's like a liqueur?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Liqueur.
It is. Hold on, back to the comments.
What we got?
Hi, I love your videos. Can't wait for you to do Fortaleza tasting. I know, right?
Ooh.
I've been to Fortaleza. Did you see my videos where I've been to Fortaleza Distillery? Where's my Fortaleza? Where's my Fortaleza? I don't think I drank it all. I might have drank it all, but that was like I might have it in my cupboard. Maybe I did drink all my Fortaleza, but...
Can I do a little sample of
course,
this
yeah, of course. Let me get a shot.
I never do this, but I just saw Little John and Usher and Luda, so we can go shot, 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 shot.
No, I don't think I have Fortaleza anymore. I think I drank it all.
So this is a molecular
Yes.
whiskey.
Okay. So if
Made
you're
in
just
the lab,
so
with
yeah,
a pen
so
in the
this
pad, trying to get this damn label off. Okay, there we go.
So this is our new whiskey called Glyph. You can get this at CW Spirits, and this is a whiskey. It's labeled as a spirit whiskey because it can't be called a real whiskey because it's not aged, barrel aged, or anything like that. But it is like a grain whiskey that is created in a lab. Not a grain whiskey. It's a spirit whiskey. So they made it in a day or two in the lab. It has alcohol, 40% alcohol, like everything else. And this is Joelle's first time taste testing it. So let's see. Oof. Mm. What do you think?
Tastes, it's a nice whiskey. Ooh, little maple hint in there.
Do you kind of taste the sherry, like I was saying?
I do. It's
You know
the
what I mean?
color almost of
Yes.
sherry too, so
Yeah.
you definitely can pick that. I do.
Kinda
It's tangy
yes,
at the end.
it's at the end you get like that. I wouldn't call it a balsamic vinegar, but if you're not, if you're unfamiliar with sherry, it's almost like a balsamic vinegar tartness
You
in a
don't
way.
want to use a lot of it usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little goes a long way, and you get that like.
So this was not aged in any kind of wood
Nothing.
or oak because it tastes like it, which is wild.
Yeah, no, it's just
There's
created in
a
the lab 2
smoke.
days.
It's not like a mezcal is to tequila. It's not like that, but it's
Not at all.
it's wild. Like I swear, there's a freaking it was
I
a
know.
barrel involved.
No,
Whose barrel was involved in this?
no barrel involved. Yeah, that's Glyph.
Pretty
So
cool.
this is the 85H.
Pretty
They
cool.
actually have 4 types. I'm gonna grab the spice now because you like that one.
Since we're here, I haven't drank in a year. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. She just went to the Lovers and Friends tour concert, and so we were talking about it all before cocktail class. So she got to see Nelly.
Oh, Akon was
Who else?
like a
Akon.
game changer. Sean de Paul. I
Sean
don't
de
know
Paul.
where Jody and
Sean de
Rebecca
Paul.
were, but I found them. Anyway, Sean
Sean Kingston. Hey,
yeah,
welcome.
you're way too beautiful, girl. Okay, we got a little noisy. Sorry, tell your friends. Yeah. So okay, I'll do this one.
We're gonna try the the Glyph Spice, and so this is the spice whiskey. So same thing. It's created in a lab, and this is the spice flavor. So they have 4 flavors, I think, and I can't remember. Maybe the other one's a spirit rum. No, I can't remember what it is. But this is the Glyph Spice.
Okay, should I lemon to
You can do whatever you
taste?
want.
I think I'm just gonna clear my palate a little bit.
So like I said, this is all whiskey you can get on CW Spirits. The link is in my bio, or you can just go to cwspirits.com. And then if you use the code Molly5 at checkout, you will save money, baby.
And that's what it's all about.
And then I make money too, you know. Except, you know what's sad is the only person that's ever ordered from my link is my sister. Not true, actually.
She's not talking about me.
That's not
Honestly,
true. My sister's friend ordered from it too. Okay. And I've
In my mind, I ordered
I've made
from it.
$35 so far. Okay, and I've been doing this for about a year. So like, you guys, I kill it. It's so worth it to me.
But when you love what you're doing, it never
I'm just
works.
kidding. I'm always happy getting free booze. So don't fire me, please.
Yeah, and actually stay tuned because Molly let me in on a little secret. We have some upcoming giveaway stuff. So we are going to be promoting that, and there's going to be a lot more content and materials, and then we're going to do giveaways. So, I mean, everyone wins, right?
Everyone wins.
When I say we, I mean her.
I thought you said when I say we, I mean I'm getting the free booze.
Well, we can't rig it, but if you're down to rig it, like, I'll take a bottle of something.
Of something.
Okay, so
Okay,
spice.
this is the 85 Glyph Glyph
What's the
Spice,
85?
not 85. Sorry, 85 is the name of their
dollars?
classic whiskey. Glyph's classic whiskey is called 85H. Or one of them's called Royale or something like that. But this one's the 85H Glyph. This one's the Glyph Spice. So this is the Spirit Molecular Whiskey Spice.
Now that one tastes similar to what a mezcal would be to a tequila.
Yeah, it has more of a spice to it.
I literally taste like a campfire. That's the finisher.
It does.
Maybe a little apple.
It does
Still
taste like
tastes
a
like
campfire.
Like a campfire. Take me out to the woods. But it does taste like the oak, almost like an oak barrel aged. So it's actually really
Isn't it fun?
surprising for molecular, for made in a test tube essentially.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
But it has a lot of like kind of some cinnamon spice and
That's what
clove
it is. That's
too,
what
right?
it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Not the
Right?
clove that you may have smoked in high school. No, thank you.
Baking clove.
No, there are those nutty
so a little
clovey
bit,
notes.
yeah,
Yes.
a little bit of like some cinnamon and clovey notes. So
Definitely.
so they just add that in the process to give it flavor. Not
It's
weird.
unbelievable because
I
I
know.
taste I feel like I taste the walls of where it was aged.
You know,
It's delicious.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So these bottles are super affordable too. They're only like $25.
So definitely would stay away from the spicy for like the summer cocktails. This was a perfect. Lemon is always good for summer. The herbs,
Definitely.
It's nice.
I think if you like spiced rum, you'll like the spiced whiskey.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
If you like a rum and a Captain and Coke
That's a
fan,
good-
Captain Morgan and
that's a good
Coke,
point.
Sailor Jerry,
Mhm.
and you want to go for whiskey and you like that kind of whiskey, then I think that Glyph Spice is a good
That would be
option.
fun. No, that would be good if you were doing a low rum.
You
Something.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I do.
One of the comments said, "Let your friend talk," or "Let your friend answer," but
Oh God. Answer what?
yeah, right. She's being shy today.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to the camera.
My 50th birthday. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, he said, you've been to, you went for your 50th? So jelly. Yeah, we had lunch and drinks in the cave as well at Fortaleza. It was such an amazing experience. I cannot wait to go back. Yeah.
How
stoked.
many different tequila mills have you been down to in Mexico?
3. So they took us to 3.
That's
When we
awesome.
went on the big Fortaleza tour, they took us to 3 different distilleries. So we went to Don Fulano, Arete, and then Fortaleza.
So you
And
Arete.
Arete. And then the guy who owns
I've been there, Arete.
right?
Sorry.
No, I agree. So if you don't know anything about tequila, so essentially tequila is thousands and thousands of years old, starting with some of the Mayans and the Aztecs, but it started with them squashing agave plants, and it was called pulque.
What would make them smash a pointy plant?
Because the inside...
Like aloe?
But no, so when we see agave plants, they just look pointy. But when 12 to 15 years, when they mature, that's when the pina comes out of the ground, and they have the big pina
and
base.
we ain't talking
then
about pina colada. Okay.
where the leaves come out of, it's actually a huge base like this. Okay,
Almost like flowers?
sort of. The base of it is huge, and so what the guys do is they come by and they cut off all the leaves, and you're left with. Sorry, that's what's called the pina. It's the big base of the agave. So once you smash that and cooked it, there's juice inside. That's where they get agave nectar from, and that's where they get it. So back then,
Like an artichoke.
yeah, exactly. But it's essentially like how you break open other plants to see what's inside. And they found out that there was this like liquid inside, and so if they fermented it, it was called pulque back in the day. The Mayans and the Aztecs drank that, and that's what they would do for their ceremonies and stuff. They get all fucking fucked up on pulque.
How come I never tried pulque?
Because we don't make it anymore. That's like homebrewed shit. So when the Spaniards came over and invaded Mexico, and they had all of their like brandy distillations, those kinds of things, they brought the process of distillation to Mexico. So then they basically turned all the pulque stuff into tequila, and that's more of the process that we know as tequila. So people were kind of making it at home, making it underground. That's kind of where mezcal came into play. People were using any kind of agaves, cooking them, building underground things to smoke them and cook them.
This is so much better
Oh, yeah?
now. It like sat for a minute. Like that's why they batch it. That's why they batch
Better.
it.
It's good.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. Yeah, that's more what we know as tequila. So they were kind of trying to figure out what the best agave was, and the Jose Cuervo family in the late 1800s was the first family to really build their own whole distillation process. So like 1840-ish, the family made their own first like little mini tequila mill, and then Salza family followed after. So now that there's all these different branches of Jose Cuervo or Salza, that's what it is. It's family members that have started their own tequila distilleries.
I have a question.
So that's why you see different levels of Cuervo, Familia Reserva, that's like $75, $80 a bottle.
That's what I was going to ask,
cheap.
actually. I
They're
was going to
different family
say,
members.
is there, different family members, but it's still a Cuervo,
Yes.
and it's still like, can be a fancy version.
Exactly.
And very nice.
So essentially if you were like the son of Jose Cuervo or something, you could choose what you wanted to do. You can go the cheap route, you can go the expensive route, you can try different things because you're grandfathered in with the name.
I love my parents.
So that's the same thing.
I love my parents, and I'm sure you love your parents, but I definitely wish I could have picked like a bev to make from the fam.
Seriously. But same with so Salza was the second family, and then Salza and Cuervo, they were the first ones that really kind of deemed the Blue Weber agave, because there's over 300 kinds of agave plants.
I've actually done a tequila tasting, so I've tasted some blue, what'd you call it?
Blue Weber agave. That's what all tequila needs to be made from, the type of agave, because there's 300 kinds of agave plants, and that's why you see mezcal called Espadin mezcal. That's a type of agave. So instead of Blue Weber agave, it's Espadin agave.
Cool.
So you can make mezcal from any agave plant, but you can only make tequila from Blue Weber agave. So that's why technically all tequila is a mezcal, but not all mezcals are tequila.
Like a Scotch whiskey or a whiskey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it came to play, and then other people obviously followed suits with tequila and making it, but that's where kind of the blue agave became like the fancy, the only one that's allowed to be used now for tequila and all that. So we'll see what happens. But
I
there's
think
more stories into it, but
so maybe we should do a whole tequila little segment of you know. But I'm just saying, how do we get from whiskey to tequila? Do you know any fun whiskey facts we could close it out with, or what do you think?
You know, I'm just not that skilled with whiskey, honestly. I just don't know that much about whiskey.
About molecular whiskey and
we can. The main things I know about whiskey is just regional differences. So, do you know the difference? Well, I know you know. Do you know the difference between Scotch and bourbon?
Oh no, I want to let you say it. I don't want to mess it up or think that I know what it is.
The main difference between Scotch and bourbon is potentially the region. So Scotch is made in Scotland and bourbon's made in Kentucky, essentially. So to be considered a Scotch,
both whiskeys.
Yeah.
I know that much.
They have different distillation processes, but to be considered a Scotch, it has to be made in Scotland.
Perfect.
So same with Irish whiskey, has to be made in Ireland. Bourbon has to be made somewhat in the Kentucky region, U.S. made. Japanese, same thing, Japanese whiskey. It's different things like that. So just like how cognac and brandy, essentially the same thing, but you need to make cognac in the cognac region of France.
And just a random, Grand Marnier it's
a high-end orange liqueur. So Grand Marnier is a high-end orange liqueur of, say, cheap triple sec. So that's where the range is. So you can buy a cheap triple sec going all the way up into Grand Marnier. And I think Grand Marnier is the GOAT. That's why a lot of people like Cointreau. I don't think Cointreau's worth it. I've made margaritas side by side with triple sec and Cointreau. I think it tastes exactly the same to me. I don't think it has that many differences.
You don't taste a little difference. It's been a while, so I'd have to go back and see.
Honestly, I really don't.
I take your word for it.
I really don't.
Yeah.
When you're making a full-on margarita, I really don't notice a big difference between cheap triple sec, $5 triple sec, and Cointreau, which is $40. I would rather spend the extra $5 or $10 on Grand Marnier because I think Grand Marnier makes a big difference.
I agree, and
then you don't even need to use extra agave when you use Grand Marnier. Just the tequila, some limes, and just Grand Marnier.
Money saving.
Less sugar, more booze. Come on,
hit me with your best shot.
But then everybody in my comments gets all crazy. You gotta use this. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't.
There's lots of differences. Let's see, anything good?
Okay. Let's go back to the comments.
Oh, I don't think so.
All right. No, we don't have too many things. We have 4 more people. Yeah. Does anybody? Yeah, we're gonna head out soon because it's getting late. We've been on for 40 minutes. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off? And if you're also watching every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I do like cocktail class, and usually I'm by myself, but. Yeah. Costco does have big things at Grand Marnier. Oh yeah,
that's good one.
Yeah. It's my friend Joelle, by the way. Costco does have big things at Grand Marnier for what, 45 or good price. 60.
Yeah,
it's a good price though. Yeah. I usually buy the big Grand Marnier. I actually think I'm out of it, but I need to double check. I've been trying to like chill. I've been getting so much booze that
meanwhile this is full.
Half of my cocktail cabinet.
Half of it. A third maybe.
A third of my cocktail cabinet. I know I need to get big old shelves so I can try and condense and combine, but anyway. They're good prices. Anyway.
I've never been on a live thing before.
Yeah, this is live.
Whoa, this is real life?
This is real live. Yeah.
Here, do a little last sample. Or let's see
do
which
side by
one's
side.
better.
Yeah, we're just gonna do side
Our
by side.
brains were in the same page.
So we'll do the first one we made. Again, we're testing out recipes. I said we were doing research the other day, and I wasn't lying. Okay, but now we're doing research.
R&B,
Okay.
baby.
Whiskey smash.
Yeah, this one's a little tarte now, but the bite and the like thing that made us twinge in the beginning is gone. And I think that's the point of having
subtle.
a little more subtle.
A little more subtle.
How do I have that octave in me? You threw me off. I forgot what I was going to say.
You're just gonna knock over the tins.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? I'm sure someone caught it. Hi, ladies. Do you know how to make a Ramos fizz?
A Ramos fizz.
Is that a joke?
No.
Is that a Romeo
not.
Michelle?
Yes, I do know how to
High
make a
School
Ramos gin fizz. It's a lot of work and just a lot of shaking. But yes, I do know how to make a Ramos.
That's why they asked.
Fizz. Yes, I do. I've never done it for a video. I keep meaning to, but then I'm always out of one ingredient, like one of the ingredients. Like I'm always out of, say, a little heavy cream, or I'm out of eggs or something.
Daddy. Oh no!
And I don't feel like shaking for 10 minutes on camera, but okay. Oh shit, back to the tasting. That's what we were doing. Okay, so we're tasting the second batch.
Where we did the full 2-to-1 ratio. No, I like that one
like
better. I love the second one better. The first one is a little more tart. This one's a little more sweet. And my only thing is that if you're going to make this cocktail, I'd batch it. I'd batch it. That was the way, or at least let it sit. At least let it sit.
I was planning on batching like half of it and trying it out, but now I'm feeling unconfident about my cocktails.
No. I think there's
my other option is I have peach bitters too, but I think I need to get that other peach.
For sure, you should do that and try.
Because at the bar at Born and Raised, they just said they used Ango, so. Yeah, anyway. Oh, sorry. For just joining it. So we made a whiskey smash today. I know, right?